I've used past tense, and I have always been someone who has got serious migraines. I went to the doctors for years. I've had tons of different prescriptions. Nothing has helped. And with past tense, I'm able to cure a migraine right from the beginning. Just apply it to the front and the back of my neck, and it seems to take it right away. I love Breathe for the fact that I have had asthma since I was 2 years old. I'm horrible with that and allergies. I've been on multiple steroids, multiple medicines, and tons of inhalers that I can't live without. With Breathe, we've cut my medicines more than in half. And it's one of those great tools that I can just keep in my purse and hurry and throw a few drops in my throat or rub some on my chest, and instantly I can feel my airways opening up.
I love Slim and Sassy. The very first week I started, I lost 6.5 pounds. That's amazing. And especially when you're working in an environment like I am in the health industry, and you're talking to people about this all the time, and it's a struggle. Women have the ebb and the flow of weight loss and weight gain, and this really just took me over the edge, and it's been really fun to be able to share that. Slim and Sassy has just almost obliterated the cravings that I've had. I've been able to go places and just walk away, when before I'm so drawn to sugar, and I'm able to look at it and even just have a bite or a little bit and be completely satisfied, and I don't think that's ever happened to me before. Oh my gosh, when I used Deep Blue for the first time, I was absolutely amazed, because I've had bursitis one time in my elbow and it lasted for weeks. And so when I got it in my shoulder, I knew that I would probably have to go get a cortisone shot, and I didn't want to, so I thought I'll just try the Deep Blue. So I put it on that night, and the next day it felt better, but after 2 days of putting the Deep Blue on, I had full range of motion, whereas before I couldn't even lift my arm. I just had to have it tucked next to my side, and I was moving it. I was amazed that I didn't have to go to the doctor even. It was wonderful.
The thing that I like most about doTERRA supplements is the fact that I have the energy to support the activity that I want. They're amazing. My knee has hurt me for years, and the Deep Blue made it go away. The things that really excite me about the business is that we get to help people find solutions to problems that they have that they didn't think there was a solution to. You know, before we came into doTERRA, we looked at a number of companies. The compensation plan here is fantastic. The leadership has great vision, and we see this as an endless opportunity as far as compensation is concerned. And my wife and I are having a real enjoyable time doing doTERRA business.
I am a frosting-aholic, and I can hardly keep from just downing a whole cake if there's one in front of me. And once I had the Slim and Sassy, I seriously only wanted a tiny piece, and that was it. I was satisfied, and I was done. And so in my first 3 to 4 weeks, I lost 7 pounds just using Slim and Sassy, and not intentionally changing my diet, but just because it was easy not to eat the stuff that I shouldn't. And then I had the energy and felt like, okay, now I want to do something more, and I started working out. And so since I started about 4 months ago, I'm down 2 dress sizes, almost 20 pounds, and yeah, it's been fabulous. I will never be without my Slim and Sassy.
When I started the first month, I made enough money to cover my products. By the second month, I made even more, enough to cover my products, enough to cover even more than that. And by the third month, it had increased quite a bit more, and I was getting excited because it was progressing. And needless to say, what I didn't know is that shortly after that, I became a single mom. And so I felt so grateful that I had started doTERRA when the opportunity was given to me, that by the time I became single mom, I was able to make ends meet financially. And in just a few short months, I was able to increase my team and be able to increase my income more than it had ever been in years. And it's just been such a peaceful feeling to know that every month my paycheck increases, because people keep using the product. They love the product. They love the business. It's working. And I have the financial stability now that I haven't had in years.
My first experiences with the Deep Blue is when my dad got involved with this company called doTERRA. I had no idea what it was at the time. Anyway, he took me and my sister to the headquarters in Orem, and as we went in there, we went up, sat down, met with Wade Holbrook, And Wade, told us about how he got in a really bad accident, and he was been using this product called Deep Blue, and asked if I had any pain, and I said, yeah, actually. I'm an avid racquetball player and weightlifter. I do sports all the time. My lower back's actually hurting me. And so he gave me some of it. I rubbed it on, rolled it on actually, and within minutes, I was trying to discredit this the best I could, because I'd been using Icy Hot, the Artha creams type of stuff. I put it on within minutes. I was trying to bend over, trying to discredit anyway, but I couldn't. That stuff really worked, and I've been very happy with it ever since. Well, I continue to read through the Modern Essentials book, about different things, what's good for the body, what's not. I'm into athletics and everything like that. And I was reading over about how the oils are good at not only for your body, but also good for neutralizing smells, odors. And I thought, hey, you know what? I have somebody's vehicle who's going to be coming in. It's been a heavily smoked vehicle, and they want me to remove the odor. And so I was like, I'll give it a try, and it worked. It definitely worked. So that Aroma Tools book, if it wasn't for the Modern Essentials book, then I would have never known.
Well, I travel a lot in my job, and so I take sample sizes of the oils with me. And one day was particularly stressful, so I used lavender. And I should be a little more careful using that because I slept sound. In fact, I overslept for a full hour. So, but it really helps, and I learned to use just a smaller amount of it, and it helps you relax enough to be able to sleep. So it is wonderful, and then of course you wake up refreshed the next day and ready for whatever life is going to throw at you. Yes, I had a favorite skincare for about 22 years, and as soon as I tried doTERRA, within 2 days I knew I was never going to use that other skincare product. I switched to doTERRA immediately, and within 2 weeks everyone was noticing the difference. It is phenomenal. It's better than anything I've ever seen or tried. I just recommend it to everyone. I'll be 60 in 1 week, and the skincare really covers that up well.
My sister had eczema, and for about a week, then we used lavender and melaleuca, and it went away in 5 days. My sister hasn't had any problems since then.
On my career, it's been great. I'm prone to getting strep throat and pharyngitis and tonsillitis maybe 3 or 4 times a year. And when I do, I have to wait till it gets so bad that I can't hardly stand it. Then I go to the doctor and they say yes, and they'll give me an antibiotic, and then I can get rid of it. It takes 3 or 4 days, it takes hours out of my day. It costs me, even with good insurance, $30, $40 worth of co-pays. The first time I got strep throat, what I think was strep throat, I had white spots in the back of my throat. I took On Guard because I realized, oh yeah, I gotta look in the book and see what I need to take. The book told me On Guard. So I took On Guard for dinner and bedtime, and the next morning the white spots were gone. My throat felt much better. It wasn't all gone, but it was a lot better. Then throughout the day, breakfast, lunch, dinner, bedtime, I took it again, a couple of drops each time. Next morning it was gone, completely gone, and I took it all the next day just to make sure, but it was amazing. And now if I even think I'm getting a sore throat, I get the On Guard out and take it right away. The Modern Essentials book is like a Bible for the oils. It is wonderful. It's easy to read, easy to understand. People that we've given it to or used it with, they can open it up and look and see what they need quickly. We've used it many, many times and haven't had any complaints. We've even had people tell us that other books that they've used to try to see what oils to use are too confusing, overwhelming with information and how it's put in there. And this book has just been amazing, quick to use, and a wonderful tool. But with doTERRA, with the oils, and with people that are having minor and sometimes even major health problems, we've been able to use these oils to help them, give them the oils and let them help themselves, actually. It's been wonderful. And on top of that, not only do we get to help people, but it's mushroomed to where people want help. They're coming to us for help, or what do we do for this, or what do we do for that? And we've been able to hook them up with the oils. And a little side benefit to that is there's money involved there, and that's nice too.
I love DigestZen. I have celiac disease, so I have to eat gluten-free. And because of that, my stomach just overall is sensitive. So I tend to, when I am sleeping at night about 3:30 to 4 o'clock every morning, no matter what I eat before I go to bed, or what I don't eat before I go to bed, I wake up with my stomach hurting. It's not like flu or anything, but it just aches. And so I took the DigestZen, put it on the bottom of my feet, right in the arch, and I do that every night before I go to bed, and no more 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. It's gone, completely gone. I use frankincense. I am a lifelong runner, and I get all the typical aches and pains and soreness and such, but I also have arthritis. And I'm 48 now, and I've had arthritis problems since I was in my early 30s. And so I just kind of live with it. And the doctors, along with my arthritis, my knees have problems, and the doctor said, well, you have an inflammatory condition. Well, I knew that looking at my knee. That was obvious. So when I told the doctor I need something to do with my knees, he said, well, we have this prescription drug that you have to take, but you have to take it full time, all the time. So I said, well, I'm not going to do that, and walked out. And so I've lived with that for years. My good friend was kind enough to tell me about doTERRA essential oils. And I looked it up. She has a book, wonderful book, Modern Essentials book. And so you flip that open, and in the back, it's got all these different things that are ailments or things that you need to work with. And it talks about, I like simple, and it talks about the oils and how to use the oils and what you can use the oils for. So I just flipped that book open. Frankincense has tons of research. So I thought, okay, I'll take it aggressively. So I took the frankincense internally, and just like that. Herbs and stuff can work, but you have to get into your system and all that kind of stuff. These oils work fast. So I was hooked right there.
Another very exciting thing for me is that you can make money in your sleep with this network marketing business. I have seen it happen before. Years and years I've been involved in this industry, and you go to sleep, you wake up, you check your computer, and 4, 5, 10, 15 people have joined your business from A country, B country, C country, and they're purchasing the products and they're enjoying them. And I know that this product line is a product line that internationally will be accepted, and it is. And the growth of the company is showing that. So we're thrilled with it.
You know, at first I thought, well, I'm not going to really get involved in the business part of this. I'm just going to use the product, which a lot of people do, and it's been a great thing for a lot of people just that way. But I started sharing the effects of the oils with a number of people, and almost immediately I started to see a jump in my income. And I thought, wait a minute, this is too easy. So I shared it with more and more people, and I network a lot. I know a lot of women, love to help women and see their health improve and their fitness needs improve. And oh my goodness, I literally have more than 300 women using different products in Slim and Sassy, and many of their spouses and families. And that's what I've loved to watch, is how many families this has been able to help, not only with their health issues, but financially too. It's just a simple way to make a little extra income, and for us, even a lot of income. So we're excited about that and see a tremendous potential with that.